feels really, really fucking weird. What is this thing in front of my face? What's this, like, screen with buttons and...
Oh, I thought you had a dick in front of your face.
Yes. We're gonna make our grand return with a penis right in front of me. Yes, that's exactly how it's gonna go. Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay. You know, whatever, man. Let's get the intro over with. We bike, I guess. Welcome to... I honestly have no idea what episode this is. The computer is telling me episode 18. So welcome to episode 18 of But Hey, What Do I Know? I'm your host with the most. I can't call myself that anymore. I'm the host with like two or three things. Two trinkets. I'm the host with a couple trinkets. I am the heast with the least, though. Okay. I would. So I'm the host with the most, heast with the least, beast from the Middle East, Joseph, Joey, Jojo, whatever the fuck people have been calling me nowadays. And across the pond, haha, is my lovely, beautiful, amazing, patient, learned, intellectual co-host, Amanda. Amanda, say what's up.
None of the above, Amanda. Hi.
Wait, how did I just describe you? So you're ugly and stupid?
Yes, basically.
You said it, not me. Before we get started, be sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter at SMG Sound Network. That way you get any updates that we post. Also, I'm not going to plug the Patreon this episode. I got a lot of shit to get to, and I don't think it's really worth it yet. We're still revamping everything. There's a website coming soon. Amanda saw it. She thinks it looks kind of spiffy. You think our website's spiffy? Yeah, it's got the red and green, like kind of lava lamp type shit.
Yeah, I do. I like it. It's very 70s, and I vibe with that.
70? I mean...
Like the aesthetic.
That wasn't what I was going for, but I mean, it works. I just thought it looked cool.
Okay, yeah, it's cool. You know what? Speaking of lava lamps, I was obsessed with lava lamps, but my mom refused to buy me one when I was little.
Oh, you too?
Yeah. So is that why like our obsession's coming out now in our adulthood?
Yeah, we're having quarter life crisis.
I am having a quarter life crisis, but I couldn't properly have one because the pandemic started. I was gonna pack my shit and like go to London and do nothing for like weeks, and then I had to cancel.
Why didn't you?
Corona, and I cancelled everything. But I got all my money back, so it's good. Because thank goodness I didn't listen to the lady that said, like, oh, it's cheaper to go with China Southern Air. And I was like, I've never heard of these people, so I'm not going to book with them. I'm just going to go with Emirates. Thank you very much.
Okay, I've never been set up in my whole life, but, like, just using context clues, that sounds like a setup.
No, she was like a flight agent, and she was like, you should save your money, spend as little as you can on the airline, and then you can use the rest of your money when you arrive there to buy it for shit, you know.
I feel like that's terrible advice, though.
I don't know.
Because the flight...
But I was like, nah.
What are you saying?
No, it's just like, no, because first of all, I'm going to have a layover in China. What if I get arrested and thrown in prison over there? I can't speak Chinese. I can't speak Mandarin. I don't know how to speak Cantonese. Like, no. I'd rather be in prison in, like, Singapore or Dubai. I don't know. Wait, that's even worse, isn't it? In Dubai.
Dubai, yeah, Dubai is fucking crazy. Shout out to the one listener we had in Dubai. I hope you never tune into this shit again.
No, but the layover in Dubai was going to be for like 2 hours, whereas the one in China was going to be like 8 hours long. I'm like, I'm not spending like a whole day, a whole night in China. I don't know you people like that.
That's crazy. But speaking of the flight thing, because that just gave me an idea. Mm-hmm. Whoever said to skimp on the flight is fucking retarded, because the flight sets the entire mood for a vacation.
Right?
Like if you
go... I want to be like on the A380 Emirates, like, you know, I don't want to be on a rink-a-dink 737 to Beijing, or not even Beijing. it wasn't even going to Beijing. It was going to like Wuhan or something. And it was like during the coronavirus.
See, I'm not
It
Amanda.
was telling me to go die.
See, I'm not Amanda, and I don't know like plane specs and like model numbers and shit. But all I know is like I do not want to get like a shitty plane with a middle seat between like an old
like
lady and a
A380 is the biggest plane in the world, the Airbus with the double, two levels. 737 is just like the normal standard passenger carrier that does like domestic flights or like smaller flights to like island countries. They're not bad. It's just they're tiny, and I'm not flying 24 hours on a rinky-dink 737. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so she was like trying to convince me, and I'm like, nah, it's okay. I'm going to spend all this money on a return flight from London because I'm not going to go to China. I'm sorry.
No, you get out of the plane and your fucking neck hurts and your ears are all popped and shit and the food was ass. You're stuffed with like the fucking peanuts and pretzels they give you. All the
At least I feel like the food on Emirates would be nice, right?
Hold on. I have flown Emirates before. I'm trying to remember. Nah, I mean, it's airline food. It's mid. It's just a fucking TV dinner. It's a hungry man. I mean, I was a hungry man, but I don't know if I was hungry enough for that shit they were serving me. But compared to other shit, okay, I'm not going to hate on the Air Emirates. I don't fuck with the Emirates at all, but Air Emirates, the company, like,
yeah,
it's better. Like now, recently, airlines don't feed you at all. I don't think. Like, mom went to Syria and she's like, "Yo, the planes that used to feed us don't feed us no more." And I'm like, "Damn, dude,
that sucks." Can you even like pay for food on board?
No, I don't think they have food at all. Or they might. It might be some like hella expensive shit. Like they're just selling everything now. It's like, fam, no, it's a 16-hour flight.
Qantas has good food.
Who has good food?
Qantas, the Australian airline.
Oh, I know all about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a flying kangaroo. You should know about it. No, I'm joking. No, they have decent
that sounds
food.
Lit and scary.
I had like shepherd's pie, and they offer like wine and beer and like spirits. Like there's like cognac and whiskey and whatever with like your dinner.
See, Amanda was trying to tell me. Amanda tries to tell me and bamboozle the rest of you every episode that she's not white. Now, she sent me a few pictures of her, and she does have some melanin, but I don't know if that's her, though. Like, I've never met Amanda in person, so I don't know. Amanda, no,
yes.
You're not eating shepherd's pie and sipping cognac on a plane. That's the bougiest shit of all time.
That's economy. What do you mean?
See, this is what I'm talking about. No, you've never flown economy.
I've flown economy. I've never flown first class, and I'm like tempted.
No, okay. I'm talking about
I'm planning a trip to New Zealand, and I was thinking, maybe I should book a first class ticket to New Zealand.
Have you ever eaten peanuts?
Yes, I've eaten peanuts. I had a party mix. I have one right next to my computer because I have like a party mix snack thing.
I'm talking about on the flight.
Oh no,
I'm not talking about like right now.
Not willingly, and also I don't think I've ever been offered peanuts on flight.
Let me clear something up real quick. Nobody in the audience, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but nobody in the audience has been on a plane and the chick rolls around with the peanut cart and he goes, "Ooh, me over here." Hey.
Okay, no, to be fair, even probably the Australian people would be like, who gives you shepherd's pie? But that was an international flight, international Qantas flight dinner service. It wasn't domestic.
I'm going to bleep out their name because it sounds like you're on their payroll or something, but I'm not getting a slice of that. Okay,
but now Qantas can go suck a dick because they were being so mean to me and my mom and so rude to us. I became full Karen.
Oh
I'm in like my Karen era. at the airport, and I told the lady, if you keep following me, I am going to call the police and the security because at this point you're harassing us.
Oh my god, are you that one white dude that you showed me from Australia? The kung fu and the succulent Chinese meals? Is that what you did? Who the fuck is that dude?
Succulent Chinese meal? You are touching my penis.
That
this
guy
is democracy.
Do y'all have democracy in Australia? I honestly don't know.
We're a, what is it called? I think like a social democratic country. So according to Americans, socialists.
Them goddamn communists.
I know. Well, I mean, it's called a social democratic country because of all the, social stuff that we have. But even then, we have. I don't want to speak. Oh, we drove in front of you know how like the motorcade for the prime minister. Well, you guys have president, I guess. Anyways, there was a motorcade of the prime minister this Saturday, and I didn't know that it was a motorcade, and I like cut into it, and I started driving directly behind the prime minister, and in his car, and I guess his security detail was in the van behind us, and they started tailing me, and I was like, why are these people driving so close to me, and what is this car in front of me?
You are dumb as shit. In the U.S., you would have got your head knocked off like instantly. They don't ask questions at all. They're like, "Hey."
First of all, I was like, "This wanker has an Australian flag on the hood of his car. Gross." First of all, ill. Like, why would you do that? Either you're racist or like really like patriotic, which is
y'all do that too.
People are not that patriotic over here, and then. And then I realized that it was the prime minister that I broke up his motorcade. So then, you know what we did?
What did
my
you
sister
do?
My sister and I, we wound down our window and booed him and then exited the freeway.
See, that's Australia is different, man. If you like open your mouth to say anything to the president, I feel like you're getting your shit knocked clean off. Like you are dying right then and there before you can even get a word out. They're like, nah, bro. How many prime ministers have been assassinated in Australia? Like in history. I'm not talking about like,
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think anyone's been assassinated. But Harold Holt went swimming and never came back. Like one morning he got up and went swimming and he just never returned.
He was tired of y'all. He said, I'm going to the grocery store to get milk.
They never found his body. They never found it. Like, you know how people drown and they find their bodies? They never found his body.
Now, he definitely got tired of y'all. He just left. He was like, I'm going swimming. I'm going to the Walmart to get some cigarettes. So y'all never saw him again.
We don't have Walmarts here.
I know. That should have been your first clue.
I know. He probably went to get some milk somewhere and then never returned. That turned dark.
Damn. So you have abandonment issues from your prime minister, the whole country? That would explain a lot.
No, I don't know him like that. I just arrived here. I'm an immigrant.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
You were like, your parents were immigrants. I'm an immigrant.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm an immigrant.
You were born in America, weren't you?
No, the fuck I wasn't.
Okay, that just shows how much we don't know about each other.
Yeah, we don't know shit about each other. What's your name again?
We're just making shit up as we go.
Yeah, we hit it off on WhatsApp like 2 times. Then we're like, hey, you want to start a podcast? She was like, I ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. No, it was not sure. Okay, hold on.
I was in a very vulnerable state, and he took advantage of me because I had nothing to do, and I was going through my quarter life crisis.
Hold the fuck up, nah.
But I couldn't be overseas, so like.
This is on air. Don't be saying I took advantage of you or nothing.
What? Not in that way. Jeez.
Fam, I don't know. I don't know if cyber rape is a thing you can get accused of, but I don't want to be accused of it. My life is just starting. Okay, I don't want no allegations.
Not like cyber rape, but like sexual harassment online or something.
Well, if you bitch enough about it on Twitter, they might turn it into a thing. Since you're Twitter poppy.
What, they're gonna cancel you because you're popping on Twitter?
Probably. If I got canceled on Twitter, that shit would be news to me. I don't get on.
Really?
I only get on Twitter to kind of keep the SMG Sound Network page, follow us, alive,
to see the
just a
memes that I
tad.
send you.
No, and I to see the memes that you send me, and I retweet every once in a while. I'll retweet like something hip hoppy, just to keep the thing going.
You
None
sound
of the
so wild when you say this. Hip hoppy.
hip hoppy. No, because I think people that like hip hop that try to talk black are corny as shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know
who
what I'm
does
talking
that?
about? Like, a lot of people do that. You'd be very surprised.
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks is.
Have you seen the Channel 5
Yes,
one?
I have.
With the twins? Oh my god.
I followed Chet Hanks very closely. That was an entertaining 2 months.
He fascinates me so much.
You want
He's
his
from Beverly Hills, and he sounds like that.
Yeah, he probably just was like, fuck this Beverly Hills shit. I don't know what the fuck my dad's on, but I'm trying to see the world. And then he like went to Jamaica and was like, dude.
And got a Jamaican girl pregnant?
Probably.
Yeah, he has a little black daughter.
Hey, I mean, love is love. I don't know what else to say.
I'm not saying it's wrong for a white person. God, now you're twisting my words, weirdo.
Hey, it's the first episode, okay? We got to stir the pot a little bit.
Okay, it is wrong. No, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, you need to chill the fuck out. I nudged you with a stick, but you're just stabbing yourself in the heart with that shit right there.
What are they going to do? Cancel me? I'm not even like on Instagram.
You can find her on Reddit and Twitter.
Yeah, you can find me on Reddit and Twitter.
The most cancelable platforms of all time. That's where cancel culture like starts marinating.
That's Twitter?
No, Reddit is where they preheat the oven for canceling, and then Twitter is where you kind of marinate. And then once you get to like Instagram and God forbid Facebook, you're canceled as fuck.
Ew, who uses Facebook still? Gross.
My grandma. I got to talk to my grandma. She's my only living relative left.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, speaking of that, let's get into some apologies because I did want to do this first at minute 17, second 35. I want to apologize for my absence. I really do, because this is what was fun. I mean, what happened was none of this is an excuse. Okay, I'm just gonna preface it with this. You guys can, listen, not listen, not really, whatever. But essentially, summer came around is around the time I stopped, and because I mean, there's only 2 people in the company. It's me and Jalal do another podcast. I don't know if that podcast is happening at all anymore because Jalal got married. Round of applause for him. I don't have a Arab love head ass, but and she's black too. Technically, she's from Sudan, so it's like interracial Arab love, whatever.
Oh, that's cute.
Love to see it. Looking ass. Congratulations. But so it was me and him, and then he got married, and I had to take over for him, and then I started getting calls from overseas that first my grandmother died, then her sister died, then my uncle died, and then my grandfather died all at once. So it was like boom, 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 boom. And if you haven't had that many people die at once, it's like you don't even get the chance to process one before the other one, like this is within like weeks of each other.
Damn.
Like it's just boom. And then like I don't even have time because I have to be strong for my mom. My mom is like fucking tearing her hair out because that's her dad that just died.
Right.
And then that's my dad's mom. And he fucking ran to Syria in a panic. And my mom ran to Syria in a panic. And everyone just kind of panicked. And I had to hold everyone strong because my mom's like passing out and shit. Like she just can't take it. Because they told her everything was fine. And the next thing you know, he's dead. So,
yeah,
shit was kind of weird. So I had to hold everyone down. I didn't get a chance to process anything. I still haven't processed it. Like, I'll, like, fucking be walking and doing work or something. I'll be like, God damn, man, like, my grandpa's dead. Like, I can never go back to see him. My whole goal to even go back to Syria in the first place was to see my relatives before they died, and I only have one left now. So it's like, damn, then the regret sets in. It's like, dude, Like, fuck this school shit, fuck this work shit. I could have just gone, seen him real quick, But, things happen, stuff like that. And I was already going through a lot of mental health shit. I was depressed. I have some sort of like manic shit going on where like some days I'm like really happy and some days I'm like super, super fucking sad. And I've been thinking about what to call it, and I've called it imposter syndrome.
Okay.
Do you know what imposter syndrome is?
Yes. I feel like I have that.
Yeah, so I have imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is essentially like, if I were to describe it just in a nutshell, it's like not giving yourself credit because you don't think you deserve it. So it's like sometimes you feel like you don't deserve the credit that you have. Like my imposter syndrome was so bad that sometimes I was delusional and I thought that I should even give myself credit for something. So that's how depressed I was. I'm like completely in the fucking hole. All my relatives are dying. I can't get this podcast going. The Patreon, everyone's unsubscribing. I can't get my video camera to work with the sound. Just everything was crumbling. Everything was falling apart. So I was like, okay, let me take a break. Number one, just to get my shit together. And number two, like, this shit is very, very important to me. And it would hurt me more than it would probably hurt the viewer, the consumer, the listener, if I put out half-ass shit. Because I just don't do that. I don't believe in that at all. And one of my dreams, I think we talked about this in the beta episode, like, I've always wanted to just make people laugh. Like, I've always wanted to entertain people. That's just something, like, I never really had a dream, or I never had a dream career or something. But all I knew is I thought I was good at making people laugh at the time, but I've gotten a little bit better, I guess. But when I was a kid, like, I could make people laugh and I could make people smile. And that was literally my only goal, was, because I don't know, I've always been depressed my whole fucking life. I've always felt like I'm an accident, I'm a mistake, I don't belong here, shit like that. And I never want people to feel that way. And so if I can make people laugh or smile or anything, just for like that split second, I could just do that. And my mom always said that I had like a motor mouth. Like, I would just talk. I could talk my way out of anything. I talk when I get nervous. It's just like, okay, so I can talk and I can make people laugh. Let me start podcasting. So that's how this happened. But I guess like trying to bite off more than I can chew, like with a network type deal and balancing like 3 different podcasts. At first it was no problem. Because everyone's on the same page. But then you realize that, oh, Amanda is back in school. Congratulations. And you got a new job. Also, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Dre over there is getting married. Shout out to Dre. That's going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait for that shit. Jalal just got married. He's got to worry about his wife, and he's got to worry about his new apartment, and he's got to do this and that. So all of a sudden, it goes from everyone on the same page to everyone's schedule is completely fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do this type of shit every week. So I do want to try to work things out to where we can get stuff out consistently, whether it's maybe 2 times a week for certain podcasts, once a month for certain podcasts. But I just want consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to disappear for 6 months and then everyone thinks, oh, no, he's done with this shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people did think I was done. And it was like, sometimes I did feel like I was done. Like I was just gonna. I talked to Amanda about this 100 times. Like I'd be like, no, I'm just not gonna do this. I'm just gonna throw all my shit away and just pretend like it never happened. But then I did that with music, and I did that with art, and I did that with fucking building engines, and I did that with literally everything else in my life. So I'm like, no, this ends. I gotta get on this shit. It is something I enjoy, and it's something I want to keep doing. It's fun. It's fun when all the pieces align, but all the technical shit, like doing it on your own. And I mean, I'm not alone. I have you guys and all that shit, but like, I don't like putting pressure. Or I don't like giving responsibility to other people. So like, no, I'm not even going to ask for money to pay for the podcast, or I'm not even going to ask for help setting up the camera or help engineering or any of that shit. Cause I don't want to be a burden. Like I could just do this shit myself. The way I see it, like, this wasn't my friend's dream. This was my dream. And my friends are kind of just along for the ride. And so I want to make the ride as smooth and as like just convenient as possible. Like, I don't want them to, and I want to be able to pay them for what they do. I want to be able to show them that I appreciate it, you know? So monetizing everything and trying to get the shit up and running and having this perfect little vision in my head was like clouding me. It was making me depressed. It was making me like, I can't do this shit.
Yeah.
Then New Year's comes around and everyone starts posting their end of the year Spotify shits. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And I had about 15 people hit me up and say that their like our podcast is like the top thing that they listen to as far as podcasts go.
Yeah, that was mine as well.
Like it's your podcast. I don't know why you listen to it. That's really, if you ask me, that's kind of psychotic that you would like sit there and listen to your own voice.
I listen to it to be like, okay, maybe we can tweak this sound, or maybe I should like
okay,
got you. Speak more, or maybe speak less, like things like that. Yeah, just to improve. I don't listen to it because I like listening to my own voice. Gross.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because I don't like listening to my voice at all. Like literally, there's a lot of sound glitches that are in the older episodes, and it's literally because I throw them in. I have preset edits for shit that I think sounds good, and then I just put it out because I do not want to sit there and listen to my voice for another 3 hours trying to edit the shit, you know?
And that's why I was having problems with my mic, so I listened to it just to like figure out my situation.
Yeah, Amanda got a new mic, and we all, our ears, our eardrums, our cochlear regions just appreciate you so much. And also, I think you're far away or something malfunctioned because you're like half the volume now.
You're welcome.
Okay, there you go. There we go. But yeah, everyone started sending that to me, and it was just, I don't know, it was humbling, you know? It's like, shit. Like, people actually listen to this shit, and they actually enjoy it. It's not just like, I honestly, like, I don't know how to put this shit into words, how fucked up in the head I am, but I feel like everyone that supports me just does it out of pity. And I know it's probably not, but just in my head, that's the way I am with everything. Like, I'm just this outcast weirdo. Like, if somebody does support me or they fuck with me or do that, it's all out of, like, pity. Like, they're sitting there, I don't know, laughing at me behind closed doors or something like that. So I told you I'm weird, like, and I'm depressed as shit. So when I get into these like depressed states and all my friends are busy and I can't go see them and shit, I'm just sitting in the house by myself, and I just sit there and think, you know. So shit stews in my head. It gets funny. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just telling you how fucked up my head is. Yeah. So, like, seeing people actually enjoy the shit, they're like, no, like, I really enjoy this, because I'm like, dude, this is a fucking podcast, like, it's through the internet, and Amanda's mic is terrible, and my mic glitches in and out, and there's pops everywhere, and oh my god, if I try to listen back to the shit, I would throw up. But I guess people like listen past all that and they enjoy what we're talking about, and that just makes me really happy. So thank you. And also, I'm sorry, because I feel like those people that did support me, I owe them.
Okay. If you owe them, give them all money. No, just kidding.
No.
Because you're loaded.
Yes, I am so loaded. That's why I made a Patreon to help buy the microphone and the camera and all the other shit, because I am 100% loaded. I do want to thank the Patreon, though, and I want to apologize very, very sincerely to the Patreon, because you guys deserved a lot better. You really did.
I think I might be the only one left on Patreon.
It's you and Tim, and I begged Tim to stop. Like, please, for the love of God, stop. Like, it honestly, it hurts. And he's like, no, I'm gonna support you forever. I'm like, dude, do not support somebody that's not putting shit out. Like, I'm not gonna, the same way that, like, people are telling me, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna subscribe to the Patreon. I'm like, chill out. No, it's not like that. If you want to, cool. If you don't want to, cool. It's the same way. Like, if you left the Patreon, there's no hard feelings. Like, if I'm not making shit and you're not satisfied with my shit, leave. Send me a hateful letter. Put a brick through my window. I'm all for that. please, I will send the address to any patron that wants to throw a brick at my window. Julian.
Oh, but when I want to send nice things to you, you wouldn't send me your address. I'm joking.
No, because I live with my parents, okay? Shameful as
I'm
fuck.
not going to send anything crazy. God, you make me sound like an insane person.
I've never had anything nice given to me from a female before. So as far as my parents know, like, what were you going to send, flowers and chocolate? That's like...
No, I'm going to send Tim Tams, you weirdo.
No, I want flowers and chocolate. And I want them in like a...
God, that's my F-boy package.
I want the
that I send to all my friends.
I want the champagne mommy package. You know what I'm talking about? Like I want the Moet bottle. I want like some chocolates arranged in like the first letter of my name, and then like a cryptic letter.
A cryptic letter. That's what I send to all my friends. A Moet bottle. No, it's not a Moet. It's a Moet. A Moet bottle.
Hey, you remember how Drake gifted Charlemagne bottles? That's what I want.
That's what I do. I send bottles to my friends with like a bouquet and chocolate. That's just like I'm like in my little F-boy element when I do that. I even do that to people, like to funerals and stuff, to friends. I send them funeral bouquets with wine.
Sorry about your dead. Just open this and drink your pain away. Signed, Amanda.
I mean, it's nice wine or like whatever the preference of like drink is. I send them bottles.
I prefer Hennessy XO.
Okay, I'm gonna get that for you.
I prefer all the XO because I know she's loaded. What's the other? I'm not
loaded.
Hold on. Okay, look. Hold on. I got an idea. I want Hennessy XO signed by each member of XO. Can you do that?
Are you insane?
No, you gotta fly to Toronto. Even Nav. I'll take a Nav autograph. I won't want it, but I'll take it. It's like, okay. All right. Oh, look, Nav's
Beggars
on there.
Can't be choosers. You take what I can give you. And if I give you a Moet, then you get a Moet.
I'll drink whatever the fuck you give me as long as it's not no nasty shit. Motherfuckers be gifting nasty shit.
I buy good wine. And I buy good champagne and good flowers and just good chocolate, you know? That's what I send to all my friends because I sometimes just can't be bothered like looking for things. And yeah, everyone just even my mom, that's like she gets that.
That's incredible. Hey, my mom's birthday is tomorrow. You wanna send her some for
her birthday? I got her a massive orchid, and she was just like she almost lost her mind. And then I took her out for lunch.
Lit.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a lot of food. It was just not good.
Cool. The
food was amazing. It's just the indulgence wasn't good. Anyways, you carry on. But I was gonna say you're giving everyone your address to send you bricks, and I don't get an address to send you my little F-boy package.
Okay, if I put my address, you're a patron. You'll get my address. You can send whatever you want. Send it. Hey, tie it to a brick and throw it through my window. I know you can do it.
I'll tie a bottle of Moet to a brick. You know what? I'm going to make a Molotov cocktail. No, I'm joking. Hey, is that a crime? I take that back.
It's only a crime if I report you. If you throw,
then would they believe it that was from me? I'm like, you're a Middle Eastern, and that's a Molotov cocktail. Bombs. Okay. Sure, Amanda did it.
Motherfucker, it's Molotov. It's not Abdurrahman cocktail, you know? At least give if they're gonna accuse me of that shit, I'm gonna be like, fam, Arabs could have never in a million years come up with that shit.
We're more sophisticated than that.
Most Arabs aren't allowed to touch alcohol, but the Russians, they're like, what if we put alcohol and light it with match and throw it through window?
Oh, God.
Anyway.
My friend's dad brought some kind of alcohol from Russia for her birthday and everyone almost died.
What was it, vodka?
No, it was green.
Green?
I don't know what it was. Everyone drank it and they almost died.
Hey, that motherfucker gave you all mouthwash. Yo, putting mouth. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go to a party and I'm gonna.
Ew.
Hey, no, hold
Don't do
on.
that.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to a party and I'm gonna pour it in like some expensive looking ass bottle and I'm gonna say it's some mint schnapps.
Oh god. Could you imagine? Gross.
Hey, I know some motherfuckers that would get litty as shit off the mouthwash schnapps.
You know, you like they could detect the alcohol from your mouthwash on the breathalyzer test.
I would hope so.
That could probably work.
I would hope so. I'm not gonna get thrown in jail because I take care of my teeth.
Well, you'd probably just get like a suspended license or something.
That would be some shit. No, for brushing my teeth with mouthwash.
And you'll be just like catching the bus for like a month.
Now, did you ever hear about that bitch that that woman that shout out to she's gonna hear this too. Just this random woman. She's gonna be like, that motherfucker. No, but this woman had poppy seeds in her bagel for breakfast, and the cops pulled her over. You heard about that?
Yeah,
for driving reckless or something. And she took
the poppy seeds made her crazy.
No, the poppy seeds. I forget what kind of alcohol test they did, but they
maybe
tested
just a drug test.
Yeah, something like that. And her blood alcohol level was like insane. And she was like, I swear to God, I did not have anything to drink at all. I don't drink at all. And it turned out that the poppy seeds like give off that same shit that the detector detects. And they found out, they went back and she had an everything bagel, and everything bagels have poppy seeds in them.
Everything with a side of vodka?
No, poppy seeds give off a false positive on alcohol tests.
Really?
That's how they found that out. It was with that case.
Oh shit.
Because they went back and they found like an everything bagel that she had eaten, which lines up with what she had, and she didn't have any alcohol. And they tested the poppy seeds, and the poppy seeds end up giving false positives. So that was like the weirdest shit I'd ever seen. I think I saw that like 7 years ago. That shit stuck with me. Because I was like, dude, I can't even eat. I love everything bagels. I don't want to get pulled over for my love of bagels, you know? I'm just eating a fresh bagel, and all of a sudden I'm doing 25
I feel like
to life.
it wouldn't be an alcohol test. It would be a drug test because they make like, don't they make meth or something from, not meth, heroin from poppy seeds or poppy plants. They make heroin from poppies.
Look, I'm not going to tell you.
That's why it's like a massive export from Afghanistan, because they plant a lot of poppies there. They export it for heroin.
Yeah, imagine becoming a heroin addict off the everything bagels. I would be so upset. I'm just trying to enjoy a bacon, egg, and cheese, and all of a sudden I'm fucking...
Oh, I should order a bacon, egg, and cheese, to be honest.
Are you going to put it on a roll or on civilized bread?
No, on like a crumpet.
The fuck's a crumpet?
You know, like you toast your crumpet and you put stuff on it.
No, I know that you toast your crumpet, but I don't know what the fuck a crumpet is. You're gonna have to explain that one.
It's a round thing with like holes, and it looks like a pancake, or like not a pancake, but what are they, hot cakes? It looks like a hot cake, but it's not. It's like savory, and then you can put like jam on it. You know what crumpets are.
I have no idea what a fucking crumpet is. I'm being 100% honest with you.
Okay, British people and Australian people and whoever, they'll know what I'm talking about when I say crumpet.
Somebody send me a picture of a crumpet. I'm sure Julian will do it.
I'll send you a picture of a crumpet right now.
No, but
Surely you know what a crumpet is.
I gotta have an American fact check it. You might send me like a fucking Swiss cheese pancake or something with a whole bunch of holes in it.
No, it's crumpet. There's like no. Oh my god, you are so. How do you not know what a crumpet is?
Because I'm fucking American, dude. We don't eat crumpets. Dude.
Yes, you do.
No, the fuck we don't. Okay, all my friends, you know what? Especially Dalton, my white friend. Do you eat fucking crumpets? Nobody eats fucking crumpets, bro. My friends are listening to this, laughing their ass. Okay, let's see what a crumpet looks like.
It's not sweet. It's like a savory kind of.
I've
It looks
literally,
like a pancake, but it's
I've
savory.
literally never seen this in my entire life. Okay, this looks like
English crumpet.
This looks like if a pancake somehow had sex with an English muffin, and that's what happened. Like it looks like an
Yeah.
English. It looks like an English muffin made out of pancakes, which is the weirdest
Yeah.
shit. It just my brain is breaking looking at it. It looks like a
It's
pancake.
delicious.
It looks kind of fire though, so I might have to try one. But I don't know where the fuck
If
I
you
would get them.
if you toast it and put like butter and honey on it, oh my god.
That's any bread though.
Yeah, that's true.
That
That
is,
is true.
yeah. You can't crumpets
Or
can't
jam.
claim that.
I had
That's-
jam on what's it called? I forgot what I had jam on yesterday.
Let's get into
Something.
Let's get into some like a quick detour of fuck the Arab energy, because pita bread is ass. That's got to be the most ass bread of all time.
What?
Somebody argue with me.
You
No,
heathen.
I'm not talking about like the non-type pita bread, like the fire shit. I'm talking about like the pita bread that they make pockets out of. Fam, that is the most brittle. Just that bread is not resilient at all.
That's
Like-
the whole point, though.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you about something. My mom and dad are Arab, okay? Arab is shit. And they live like we are poor as shit. So what they do is they buy 1 billion little fucking packets of pita bread and they throw them in the freezer. The second you pull that pita bread out of the freezer, it's fucked. If you microwave it, it's fucked. It's going to crumble and you're going to have falafel all over your fucking lap, okay? If you... The only way to do it is to be a fucking dipshit and sit there and fan the bread until it naturally cools off. So me, mom, and dad are sitting there hunched over the fucking kitchen table, fucking making. I'm like, dude, fuck that shit. I'm getting a tortilla. Tortillas are flat, okay, and tortillas can resist anything. You freeze the motherfuckers, they come right back. They're like, hey, what's up? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for
They're
this.
resilient.
I'm ready for this carne asada. And then, like, if you heat them up, nothing's gonna happen. Fam, you have no idea how much fucking hummus I've gotten in my lap over the years. That shit fucking
you
sucks.
need a napkin.
It eats through the fucking napkin. Like, the whole sandwich,
You're just
look,
a messy eater then.
look, the whole sandwich, I take a bite and the sandwich starts to split down the side because the bread gets all brittle and shit. And
Yeah.
by like the fourth bite, it's literally in half and it's like spilling out of the side of it. You don't put a napkin on the side of a sandwich. You put it on the bottom with a pita.
You know what I do? You know what I do with old pita bread? Is I like cut it up into like strips or triangles, whatever, and then
Oh, you
I
make
put it in
chips?
the oven and then I dip it in the hummus like a normal human being instead of stuffing it in like you do.
Hey, don't hit on a hummus sandwich. Hummus
And then
sandwich is lit.
I have my falafel on the side. Like I just eat it and then I dip the chips, like the pita
Hold on,
chips.
no, you never
into
had a
the hummus.
falafel sandwich? You are missing out.
Dude, okay. I'm gonna cry when I talk about falafel.
Go
My
ahead.
favorite falafel place
Uh-huh.
is my ex's friend's restaurant.
And where would that be at?
And I can't in Australia.
No, give us
And
like some
I-
coordinates. We want to
No.
as a Feasty Boys on TikTok now. As part of the Feasty Boys, I enjoy good eats, and
Okay.
my audience does too. So if it's
well,
the
I'm
best,
not gonna say where it is because then people will know where I live.
say what it rhymes with.
It doesn't rhyme like anything. It's if I say it, it's just people will know. But anyways, the point is, I can't
You
ever
and all
go
your
back to that
your
place.
2 Australian listeners.
I can't ever go back to that place because what if I run into him there? I don't want to see him, but I love the falafel sandwich and I dream about it all the time. So my plan is to take my mom or my sister with me and send them in there with my order.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Imagine meeting up with your ex at the falafel place, and he owns the
And
falafel
he's always
place.
there. He's always there. Like that was the place where we had our first date, and
Look at this cheap motherfucker. That should have been the red flag. He took you to a date to his own restaurant.
No, not his friends, but he paid his friend to have that hour blocked out for us, and we had like everything.
But that's still
off the
his
menu.
restaurant, right, or his friend?
No, his friend's restaurant. He's not a.
Oh, I
he's
thought
not
I
a
thought that was
restaurateur.
I thought that was his restaurant. That would have made it so
No,
funny.
no. But because he works, his studio is like around the corner. He's always
Studio?
at his He's always at his friend's like restaurant for lunch because like, you know, the food is really good. His friend's mom is the main cook in the restaurant. So she's like amazing. So I
Okay,
can't go there for lunch. And they're only open for lunch service. It's like this is how like you can only go in for lunch to get the food. You can't like go in the afternoon, you can't go in the morning. So like if he's always there for lunch and if I go there for lunch, I'm gonna run into him. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna take my sister to go order my falafel. And it is literally the best falafel sandwich I've ever had in my life. His mom, I don't know what she puts in there. It's amazing. She makes her own sauces. She makes her own falafel. It's like, it's out of this world. And she makes it fresh every morning.
See, my mom makes
And-
falafel, and my mom makes a damn good falafel, so I don't know. And she uses the spices from overseas. That's probably the secret. They probably go overseas because those
Yeah.
spices be hitting different than the ones here. It could be the exact same
She
shit.
goes on like the to go stock up and come back, and they're only open for a very short amount of time, and the line going out of the restaurant is crazy. And imagine if I went and lined up and my ex is like standing behind me, and now we're stuck in a line together.
I see you get turnips in your falafel sandwich.
Not that he lines up, he just walks in. But what I'm saying is like, what if I'm lining up and then he walks in, and I used to be the one that would walk in with him without lining up, and now I'm like the part of the peasants standing outside.
Haha, look who's joined the line. I want to be. None of my exes liked falafel at all, but I would love to like run into an ex. I'm gonna add that to my head ass bucket list. I want to run into one of my
At the
exes
falafel line.
at the falafel line or just an Arabic food line and be like, oh, fancy the shawarma tonight, I see.
Well, that's why you have to date ethnic people.
Fam, I'm trying to date ethnic people. The only people on dating sites are like these fucking pasty ass white women. Find me on Tinder, looking ass.
Ew.
Yeah, Dalton
I feel like
made me
everyone on
download
Tinder
that.
is trying to rob you or has like some sort of STD.
I am trying to rob you, all of you. I'm the Tinder swindler.
I got all my friends on that shit, and the group chat last night was popping. Like the girls were losing their minds, and we all agreed that all the women deserve to be robbed because we're
Oh,
misogynist.
that's facts. That's fact, fam.
They're all the type of women. Well, my friend lived in London, so she knows those type of girls. They're the type of girls that are like on the come up, like they're looking for that rich dude to like take care of them. So to show that they're like the ride or die, they will do anything for like the guy's approval. That's why he knew those type of girls and he went for them. And I mean, not to be racist or anything, but he had a type, you know, the dumb blonde that he went for. And it was just like score. He was like, the last girl was the one that had him caught. Like if he didn't go for her, and she was a smart one, and she got all his stuff and sold his like all his designer clothes, and she kept all the money, which good for her. And she barely spent any money on him, so that was just like a win. But all the other women, they all deserve to be robbed. You know what one of them said? She's like, I was just talking to him, and he was like.
What race is this woman? Can you elaborate real quick?
She was like Scandinavian. She's Scandinavian.
Oh,
you
sound Filipino.
I don't know, but what she was saying was like, she was like, I don't know, like if I have my house, do I pay for my apartment or do I help my friend? If I pay for my apartment, then my friend might be killed. But if I help my friend and then I'm homeless. And then she goes, but then I decided to help him. So now you're homeless and broke.
So you had a train of thought, and then while you were following the train of thought, you suddenly started tripping balls off LSD, and all of a sudden the fucking train is gone, and you just decided, well, let's just help him.
And you know what? And she was the oldest one. Like she was they were all younger. I think she was like almost in her 40s, or she just aged terribly because she looks horrible.
Damn.
Oh, God. And if you're that old, how embarrassing for your soul that you're trying to be like one of those IG girls still. Like, just get a life, get a job, just be a normal person.
Hello, fellow kids, or what is that shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Greetings, fellow kids.
her.
Yeah, that's
She's
that.
just trying to be like one of those 20-year-old IG girls, and it's just like, no, just go be a normal, sane adult. Like, why? And then she got finessed out of like 35,000 or something. 35,000, and the fact that like she got no dick from him, like not even a slither. And she was just like, he's my friend, so I'm helping him with it. Girl, bye.
Okay,
I'm not helping anyone with 35,000 if I'm not like, no. You can die. You're a billionaire. Your dad can bail you out.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
And like they met him for only a month, and then they were like already wiring him like $10,000, $20,000. I'm like, a month.
Where the fuck are these women at in my life? I need $20,000. You know how much cameras cost?
You just need to be on Tinder, and you have to pretend to be a billionaire son. The first date, you have to take them on a private jet, and then after that, you have to tell them that your life's in danger and you can't really use your credit card right now, so they need to send you this amount of money, and then they will.
That's a lot of steps. And I'll be on Tinder trying to be the swindler, and I get swindled like a motherfucker.
They swindle you.
Women are cruel as shit, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Like you try to swindle them and they throw down the reverse Uno card. No, you.
This is funny as fuck. No, but
I've never got. Oh, actually. Yeah,
hey,
I was gonna say
chill out.
No one's
relax.
Guys have never paid for my shit or given me money. I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
Okay, yeah, chill the fuck out now. Nah, but what was I gonna say? All I know is that
but not off Tinder. I didn't meet them on Tinder and they paid for my shit.
That Tinder swindler dude is like a metaphorical simp, or Jesus for simps. Because he died, he did what he did,
and literally rose again, and now he is out there swindling again
to eradicate the sins of simps everywhere. Like this is
like on a whole new level, because he's been resurrected in a whole new body.
Men in the Book of Man, there's a the Book of Man. I mean, isn't the Bible called the Book of Man too, or the Torah or something like that?
I don't know.
The Book of Men.
The Torah
okay.
like the Book of Law?
I have no idea, but all I know in the Bible, Book of Man, whatever, something like that. Anyway,
the Book of Future.
That is a nasty
swindled.
book.
He gets swindled because he be paying for like all their presents and roses and things like that. This guy never paid for any of that. In fact, he only sent them my package, which is the Moet and the flowers. And
why are you complaining though? Every time he gets swindled, we get a album of really dope music. At least I think so. I like Future's music.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Future. I'm talking about the swindler. He sends them the package that I send my friends, which is the bottle of Moet with the flowers and the chocolate.
That's what I was going to say earlier. I think Amanda knows how to court better than most men.
Seriously. You can pay me a fee and I'll do that for you and then get them to fall in love with you. And then I could just like step back and you can like take over.
Why the fuck don't you do that for me?
Well, you never asked.
I didn't think I would have to ask for some fucking terrible shit like that, but shit, if you're offering the service, I'll take it. Let's swindle some hoes.
You have to pay a deposit for my services. Yeah, it's not free. Goddamn, I'm not.
No, I'm gonna pay for these services and keep 100% of the podcast profits. I'm gonna wait till the shit pops off too. Like we got ad revenue and t-shirts, God willing. And shit, you know.
I know. And I give good gifts. Like I would pick up like something from a conversation that we had like 3 years ago. And then I would give you a gift from that. I'm like, oh my God, you remember.
I remember you were talking about pickles that one time. So I got you a whole bunch of pickles. Drake and Josh.
I got you stock in the pickle company.
No, you remember that Drake and Josh episode where the chick like heard him talk about pickles one time, so she just
Yeah.
started getting him a whole bunch of pickles.
Oh my god.
The man would always have a jar of pickles on him at all times. That was funny as
that
shit.
is sweet.
That is not sweet. That is hella stalkery.
Oh, okay. I thought they were together. I got my brother
they were not together.
like a proper professional poker set, because like I heard one time that he was in a thing with like he was playing poker with his friends and he enjoyed it, and I got him like a proper one and he for Christmas, and he was like, "Oh my god, how do you know?" I'm like, I just remembered like 3 years ago we had a conversation. You mentioned like how you played poker for the first time and you really enjoyed it. So then he like left after Christmas dinner to go find his friends to play poker.
Wow, you've enhanced my gambling addiction. Thanks, sis.
No, I just play for fun. And what else?
That's
did
what
I
he
get?
tells
yeah,
you.
yeah. And I get my mom like stuff that she mentions, like whatever. And then but you know what? Fucking thoughtful gifts are so expensive. I just can't. I don't know if I can maintain this like lifestyle of gift giving.
I told you I don't do gifts at all. I don't like gifts. I don't like the idea of gifts. I will very rarely accept a gift unless I know it's sincere. Like, and my friends get upset with me and shit. And it's like, dude, to me, like in my life, I had like a really fucking fucked up type of upbringing and shit. Like, to me, gifts, everything that I've ever received as a gift was like a chess move from somebody. I'm like, no, I don't want any chess moves. Like, because
even when you were 1 year old.
No, I'm not 1 year old, but like my friends would get me like, I don't know, they'd get me a present and then they'd be like, hey, remember that time I got you that present? I need you to do this, this, and this for me. It's like, okay, so you've just handed me a fucking burden. No, don't get me shit. Like, I literally just want my friends' company for my birthday. And my friends don't get me anything for my birthday. I know Brittany and Dre are laughing at me because Brittany and Dre make fun of how I say birthday because I'm unlearned. I say birthday. But I'm trying to say birth. So on my birthday, I don't ask for any gifts. I don't expect to receive any gifts. And I just want to be around my friends. You know, that's the best gift of all to me. And it sounds like some fucking Christmassy shit.
Sweet.
But I love spending time with my friends. I don't need no fucking gift. Because number one, you're going to get a gift. And now I'm like, shit, now I got to get you a gift back. And God forbid you're richer than me and you get me like a $200 gift. It's like, motherfucker, how am I going to... Now I got to top this. I got to get you a $250 gift. And then you're going to give me a $300 gift.
That's not the amount that counts. It's like the thought behind it.
No, that's bullshit. That is absolute fam. If you get me if you get me a $50 thing and I get you like a $5 backhanded gift, you're going to be upset.
No, but if it's like a $5 thing that I really wanted, I'll be happy. I will
gladly buy you your deodorant or something. Whatever costs $5.
No, not deodorant. Not something that I already have. God. I buy my deodorant from Costco in bulk.
Audience,
that's how paranoid I am that I would run out of deodorant. I buy in bulk in Costco.
Hey, that audience. That was just a test. I wanted to make sure Amanda was on proper time. I wanted to make sure you have deodorant and shit. Because if you're like, oh, cool, I'm gonna be like, okay, let me just go ahead and Amazon Prime that over to you.
No, you can get me something you can get me a bag of snakes, like a bag of
excuse me,
sour snakes.
Oh, got you.
Jelly lolly thing. All you
have to do is just go fight some garden snakes and put them in a bag for me. No big deal.
I do thoughtful gifts. Sometimes some of them are not expensive. Like sometimes I would like, I painted this portrait for this guy and I hate him and I wish he's dead. That wasn't like a lot of money. That was just like I had canvas and I had paint already.
That's why I wish I was an artist, because you could get so much shit off. Like it's like, oh no, I forgot a gift. It's just like draw him a stick figure and like sign it or some shit. And he'll be like, oh my God, a real art piece or something. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I think like the expensive thing I bought for a guy was a pilot script with all the actor's signature on it.
You are wild, and I need a gift from you ASAP.
And I had it framed for him for his office because he's a filmmaker.
Yo, man, Amanda's gonna bring Vin Diesel to my...
No,
I remember how you loved Fast and Furious when you were like 7. So
no, he talks about his favorite show all the time, The Sopranos, and Yeah, I got him Sopranos.
That shit must have been expensive.
Not Sopranos. What is it? What's the TV show? The Sopranos is the Sopranos. The pilot script with all the signature from the actors on the cover.
Yeah, that's why I need a gift from you ASAP. I'll accept any gift that is from Amanda. Okay.
It wasn't horribly expensive. Oh, actually, it was. Now that I think about it, that just hit me.
Yeah, hey, Amanda.
I was thinking about the frame. I wasn't thinking about the
Amanda. Hey, Amanda buys gifts like she's shopping for a Make-A-Wish kit.
You know what? I was like, I'm gonna get him like a Sopranos mug, and then it just led me down this thing where it's like, you can buy the script. I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna get the script.
See,
yeah,
nah, that's wild. That's crazy.
And I got him also. God, I hate myself for this. I also got him. So he did like a film thing. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
So I get him the original hardcover play for Peter Pan, because that was like a part of the script was they pulled out from that and they adapted like a whole short film, not the whole story, just like a part of the original script. So I got like the hardcover copy of the original play.
We're gonna give Amanda a big virtual hug from the SMG Sound fam.
No, it's okay, because it was from my heart and I was sincere about it. And I didn't expect anything back from him because he paid for all my holidays. So I
thought I was gonna be the only one that got like emotional this episode.
It was even, like I gave him gifts like during like big moments, and then he would like take me on holidays.
Hey, Amanda paved the way for you modern hoes.
At least, like, you know what? At least it wasn't like, oh, he's paying for all the gifts. He's taking me on all the holidays. He's paying for all the food. He's like paying for like all the transport and tickets and whatever. And I just like, I'm just there for the ride. At least I paid for some things.
Yeah, you're better than the modern hoe, but you did pave the way for the modern hoe.
But like my gifts were pretty good gifts, and I mean he paid for other things, but like I gave him good gifts.
You do seem like you give good gifts. I'm not holding that against you.
So like I felt like that was even. Anyways, that's the guy that had his friend had the restaurant that I can't
tying
go to
it right
anymore.
back to falafel. I love this podcast so much.
That I can't go to that restaurant anymore, and it really pains my heart because that is like my literal favorite. After I ate from that, I was like, this changed my life. Like I'm coming back here all the time, and I used to go there all the time, and I was welcomed in there because oh yeah, that's whatever's girl, and I just walk in and get my stuff. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you gotta send somebody in.
It's not a massive restaurant even. It's just like a small cafe. So, I can't. Isn't it sad that you can't go back to your favorite food spot anymore? That's like so tragic.
Oh, you're telling me? Shout out or rest in peace to Palmyra. That was such a beautiful place. You remember me talking about it? I gave Palmyra.
Girl, so now you never go back.
No. The Palmyra was the spot. That was like the default spot I took women to because it was like, okay, like it's a hookah lounge and a coffee. You can get coffee and a hookah anywhere, so it's not like this isn't. I can easily migrate to another one, but also it wasn't like one of my high up ones.
It's a vibe.
It's like it's enough of a vibe to where I'm not giving away like who I really am because some of these restaurants, I mean, shit,
they know you.
Some of the Feasty Boys restaurants, or I'm gonna tell you, most of the Feasty Boys restaurants are restaurants I would not take women on a date to. Because those are like literally my favorite restaurants. Every single one that's in the Feasty Boys.
Why wouldn't you take? What if she was your future wife?
You got to be my now wife to go to these places. Ain't no future wife. Because future, that shit could be like, the future is not set in stone. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. So she's gonna be like, no, I'll marry you, babe. And then I take her to, what do they call that? I take her to Redacted. And then we go to Redacted and we eat a nice redacted meal. And then and then she redacts our proposal and she goes and starts redacting with some other dude and she takes him to Redacted and then it's not even that she takes him there, it's that she tells him that like this is her spot. that she discovered. I'm like, no, bitch, you have the taste buds of a pit bull. You would have not discovered this shit from a hole in a wall.
With your new girl, and she's sitting right across from you with.
No, ain't no new girl. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Ain't no new girl. Nah.
Okay, George Bush.
Nah, his is fool me once, shame on.
You can't fool me again.
You fool me, can't get fooled again.
And in his little Southern accent. Oh, I love the Southern accent.
No, my favorite part of that quote was there's a saying in Tennessee, in Texas, not sure it's Tennessee. Like he says, there's a saying I heard in Tennessee, and then he immediately says, and he says, well, I heard it in Texas. I don't even know if you'll have it in Tennessee. So he's already off to a good start. And then he says that shit. George Bush, one of the greatest orators of our time. You know who else was the greatest orator of our time? Adolf Hitler. We love the way he speaks. He's going to be a great leader. Yeah, that never works out usually. But what was I saying before?
He's a terrible person, but I love his accent, George Bush.
You just like Southern accents.
I do. I like when I watch like the U.S. political shows, it's just so much better to listen to the Southern Republicans.
The South is the best, man.
Their accents just like, oh, it's so nice.
There's nothing like the South. I guess
it invokes some kind of feeling in people.
Oh, it gets your gears going.
What? What are you on about? I'm saying it invokes feelings of fear.
I'm talking about you specifically because you like Southern accents a lot.
Yeah, they are nice to listen to.
But she refuses to watch King of the Hill.
If I were to choose like an American accent that I would like to listen to, because the other ones are quite harsh and or they sound fake. Like they sound fake happy. Like, hey, how's it going? Like, oh no, that's a nosy.
Like freaking California did.
Yeah, that sounds so forced. Like, I don't know. It feels weird. The New York one is just like I feel like they're about to start a fight like every time they speak.
Yeah, they're a very upset people.
And the southern people, oh god, just beautiful.
The South, we're kind of laid back. We hate colored people with a passion, but we try to keep it inside a little bit. But it usually doesn't work. So we usually just tell you up front that we're racist. And also, we have sweet tea and lifted trucks and slammed trucks.
Oh my god!
And all the trucks.
I had sweet tea one time.
Uh-huh.
And I think I almost died.
From how sweet it is?
Yes.
Oh, you ain't...
I was like to waitress, can I please have 2 wedges of lemon, please?
She looked at you like, pussy!
No, she brought me 2 wedges of lemon. I was like, oh god, I think I'm going to die. Like, I just took a sip and it was just like, whew. It was sweet. Like, when they say sweet, they mean sweet. But this is Australia sweet. So I'm not sure. Like, American sweet will be like even more than that. And I'll probably have like a whole lemon. Can you give me a whole lemon? Thank you.
I got a story and a shout out to get out. Speaking of that. Okay, so shout out to Nicolex. Because Nicolex in 9th grade, this was our senior year probably. Yeah, this is senior year. Nicolex made me a jug of black people Kool-Aid. And it turned out to not even be black people Kool-Aid. This was Nicolex level Kool-Aid. Now, you think of a dude named Nicolex. What do you imagine? Just a fucking Ultron behemoth. His name is Nicolex. You know, it's fucking...
I think of an Eastern European.
Anyway, everyone except Amanda thinks of a giant...
Because there was a boy in my class that his surname was Nikolic.
Yeah, but itch and X. We're talking about Nicolex. Like...
But you asked me what I thought of, and I just thought of him. Okay,
everyone except you thought of a hulking fucking Ultron fucking dark side looking ass dude. Okay, so anyway, what he does is he takes like probably a drop of water and then puts 10 cups of sugar in there.
Oh, God.
And then he mixed like every flavor of Kool-Aid. It gets better. He mixed every flavor of Kool-Aid in there. He mixed it up, right? And then he boiled it down.
Oh, so it's like a syrup?
It's damn near a fucking syrup. And then he puts it He puts it in the freezer overnight and then takes it out in the morning so that by the time it comes to me, it is ice cold and it is flowing like molasses. And that was the best shit I ever had. And I did not sleep. I didn't sleep for 3 days. I don't know if I have diabetes, but if I do, that is what caused it. That's what caused it. 100%.
Next episode, Joseph had his leg amputated.
Hey man, I'm gonna knock on a whole bunch of wood because that's some shit. That's some bullshit to say to somebody. I'm gonna think of something for you.
Diabetes from Nicolex.
Nicolex, why you give me the diabetes?
He's like, no, I don't have diabetes. He's like, oh, unfortunately, we can't record this episode because Joseph is getting his leg amputated.
No, I would record it while I'm getting my leg amputated. I'll scream into the mic for you guys. No anesthesia, goddammit. I'm a man.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were into pain like that.
I'm not. It's just I just feel like it would be funny for the listeners. I feel like they'd enjoy that. No other podcast records live.
Oh my god,
from
how
a leg
morbid.
Amputation. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we want to get our numbers up, so by any means possible. If it means a live amputation.
Hey, fuck it. The legs grow back, right?
Anything for the podcast. Anything for the pod.
And what else? One more story before we leave.
Oh, you wanted to like shout someone out or
No, I shouted Nicolex out. I wanted to tell that quick little story. And then my grandpa, speaking of sweet tea, my grandpa, God rest his soul, he came to America in like 89-ish, and he spent like 3 years here, and he worked in like the sticks. You know what the sticks are?
The bush.
That is like the most ghetto of ghetto place at the time. And he worked there, and he literally just saw that and went back, saw that and went back, saw that and went back. So he got tired of America quick. He's like, no, I'm going back home, bro. So he goes back home to Syria, and they're asking him, dude, you went to America. How was it? He's like, dude, those people are fucking maniacs. They're like, how... What do you say? And he's like, just one example. They take the tea that we would throw in the trash, and they put it in a bottle, and they sell it for 3 times the price. And everyone's like, what? And then I'm like, oh, shit, it's iced tea.
Oh. Why would you throw it in the...
Because to my grandpa, who is traditional and only drinks hot coffee...
Weak tea.
Or hot tea, when the tea gets cold, it's like, dude, this shit is worthless. Like, they just throw that out.
It's weak.
Yeah, but... Americans looked at that and said, oh, word? Fucking threw 10 cups of sugar in it, mixed it up, and called it sweet tea.
Not gonna lie, I do love an iced tea, and I will have an iced tea with my lunch.
No, I like iced teas, but it was just funny that my grandpa was so traditional and so old country, old world, that he was just completely stuck in his ways. He would look at this shit, iced tea. Like, that literally blew his mind. It was like, people are drinking this shit?
I still can't, like, ethnic people that don't drink coffee or tea just scares me. Like, who are you? What are you up to?
I used to not, but then I got older and I'm like, you know what? I like the way these taste, but I just kind of don't. It's just a lot easier for me to just grab a Coke out of the fridge and shit, but...
Ew, no.
And then I'm like, you know what? No, I'll drink some coffee with you guys, whatever. I'll drink some tea. And now slowly I've converted. But...
I love a good tea or coffee. I mean, I have coffee every day, but, you know, I love a good tea.
No, I love tea too. If I always said, well, not to you, but I always had this vision in my head that like if me and you were to record this live, we would probably be sitting and like with a cup of tea and shit, and like a nice furnished little studio, and just like talking shit.
No, I do love a tea over a conversation. My favorite is an Earl Grey.
I love Earl Grey. Earl Grey is my shit.
Divine. I have it with a splash of oat milk, and that's pretty much it.
Lit.
Or just lemon, like a wedge of lemon.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, and lemon also prevents kidney stones in tea.
Oh, well, there you go, Dr. Corey.
No, I failed medical school, but the only reason that... No, I tell people whenever people ask me for medical advice, I'll be like, trust me, I was almost a doctor.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
No, I don't want to flaunt the fact that I failed out of something.
On my graduation, I took a selfie and on my Snapchat, and the caption was, "You're not a doctor, you curly-headed fuck." You know where that's from.
Do I?
Step Brothers.
Right. I
'Cause,
knew it
like,
was. I knew it was what I was. I knew it was in that ballpark.
Because, biotech is not really, medical shit. So I was like, you're not a
Yes.
doctor, you kelly-headed fuck. To myself, not to, like, my other cohorts that were graduating, because I don't know them like that, and,
All the curly-haired motherfuckers from your class come hunt you down from the IP address.
No, there is no curly-headed person in my class. They're all, like,
White.
Asian with straight hair.
Oh.
No, there were, like, barely any white people. It was mainly Asians.
The motherfuckers. Okay, one more thing.
What? And you say I'm racist.
Nah, man, you didn't have to go to school with a whole bunch of super smart-ass Indians that completely lowered your self-esteem. In the magnet schools, like the super smart people schools, it was like 90% Indians, and there'd be like me and then like 2 white kids that were kind of weird. And like they would all get straight fucking
I think there was
A's
like
and
2
shit.
white kids in my class.
And I'm like,
1 Arab.
Why you said it like that?
Because that's you. That was you.
1 Arab.
Yeah, she was all right.
Oh, she got her number still, so that my mom and dad don't marry me off to some common bitch.
I don't know. I never spoke to anyone in my uni. Like
You should matchmake for me because I feel like you'd be a good matchmaker.
I feel like I wouldn't.
Why not?
If I can't even do it for myself, how can I do it for you?
No, I feel like you could. Like if you really put your mind to it, I feel like you could. You'd be like Joseph.
To match
like
you
that.
with someone or match me with someone.
No, match me with someone. Like be my matchmaker.
Oh yeah. No, I probably could, but like also like I can't like do it for myself, so I don't want to be like, one of those people that just how like matchmakers are never married in all those matchmaking shows?
like the fat gym teacher?
What?
The fat gym teacher. That didn't come out right. The fat gym teacher. That type of shit. It's the same concept.
Oh yes, sorry. my brain wasn't connecting the two. Yeah. It's like those matchmaking shows. It's like either they're divorced, like the women, they're divorced, or they just haven't been married, and then they just match people. I'm like, what? If you could do it for everyone else and you profess to be so good at it, why aren't you married?
Yeah, like especially going back to the gym coach shit, because that's
especially ethnic ones.
Yeah. Why would you throw that in and then stop talking? Whatever. Anyway, no, but it's kind of like the gym coach shit. Like when I would be running, and because I'm a fat fuck, I've always been a fat fuck, and I've never been very athletic. So I'm running, and this fat fucking gym. I'm not going to say her name because she might still be alive. But
but you don't. You've been out of school for so long. You can say their names.
Whatever. Yeah, our gym coach, she'd be like, "Come on, do more push-ups," and I just want to turn so bad.
Do it.
You do a push-up, you fat fuck? Leave me alone, bro. I didn't ask for this shit. I'm only here so my parents don't go to jail. I'm not trying to learn nothing.
I just like we have to do beep tests every year, and
beard tests.
Beep.
I heard beard tests. They go up to the chicks and like pull their chins.
We have to do it every year, and oh my god, it was torture. Like, what was the reason? What? Like, I'm not here to. I don't know.
They're training soldiers.
Ew, no one goes into the Australian army. No one that I know of.
Yeah, because y'all could just call for the Queen. Queen, help us, Queen, and they'll send you over some troops. Because the British Army.
I was trying to go to uni. I didn't want to because my school was like a sports school or whatever, which like, gay. I never like cared, and they were like all about school spirit during like sports tournaments and things like that, and I just never went. I would like tell my mom to write me a sick note, and I would stay at home and study. My brother would go to those. And he would like win stuff, and they'll take him to like the state competition and whatever. And I'm like, okay, I don't even care.
All right, 2 more notes, and then we gotta wrap this up because it's like an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm like, we're having so much fun. We're getting right back into it. I just didn't even realize. But this picture popped in my head, and I just have to like say it because it's funny as shit. So I'm just imagining. Amanda like walking through the halls of university, and they go, "We got spirit, yes we do. We got spirit. How about you?"
Ew.
And then they turn to Amanda,
Ew.
and Amanda gives her the fucking Squidward face. You know what I'm talking about?
Ew. I hate school spirit people. When I was in uni, I never made any friends. I never spoke to people in my class. I only spoke to them if I had to for like group assignments or if we're in the lab and I'd be like, could you set this up for me? Thank you. And then when I'm like, as soon as we're outside the lab, I would speak to them nicely in the lab, but as soon as we're outside, I would pretend like I don't know them. I would just walk right past them, just ghost them. I just never. And then like when we were, I never made any effort to make any friends, and I felt like I just had nothing in common with them because they were all like little nerdy shits. And I mean, I was a nerd, but like I wasn't that weird. They were like weird nerds, you know?
You know, if you look back, I mean, I was a weird nerd. I was a weird dude. I'm still a weird dude. So, like, I don't know. Like, they might have thought of you as the weirdest person they've ever seen in their whole life.
I was cooler than all of them freaks. They were like into weird shit. I was just like, okay.
Hey, Amanda, want to join us for a Yu-Gi-Oh match?
Exactly. They're like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck's that?
All right, shout out.
God, I'm not like you people.
Shout out to the 40-year-old still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And shout out to the Arabic tea shop that is selling fucking lemon. They're selling lemon cumin tea. You know what that is?
No.
That's like the hummus water that they finish with, like once they're done.
Ew!
It's literally exactly what it is. It's just like cooked hummus water because we season it with salt, lemon, and cumin. And so they're selling that shit as like a tea, and people are buying that shit up. So shout out to you guys. I respect the hustle for real.
That is finessing at its finest.
I might have to get into that industry.
You need to get into that. That's less work and more money. Come on now, Jason. Work smarter, not harder.
Hey, you want some hummus water?
No, don't sell it like that. You have to put like lemon infused
herbal kombucha,
herbal tea.
kombucha, cold brew, all the catchphrases, and then tea at the end.
Exactly. You know how it is. But no, they were all weirdos. I never made any friends. The only friend I made was when I was in first year in a different university, and she is the best. Fuck that Egyptian guy that dumped her. He can go suck a dick. But she got like nice gifts out of that relationship, so I guess it worked out for her. Yeah, no, I never made any friends. All my friends are from high school, and that's it. I don't need new friends.
Yeah, my friends are all from high school too. The college ones never made it. Shout out to my high school friends, man. I love y'all. Love the shit out of y'all.
I have we were all like one group of friends, and then the other two got cut out. So I'm like friends with those other two, but like separately because they don't like each other. So I'm friends with like one each. But
oh my god,
all my other friends are like, you know, we have some seasoning to us. The only white friend, she is insufferable. I love her, but I can only take her in doses.
Beef. Come on.
No, not beef. She invited me to her brother's birthday, but like I can't do like I can't speak to her daily. She was speaking to me daily, and I just couldn't. I just don't have the energy. She's just so, I don't know. She just doesn't know how to function outside of a relationship. So she just got out of one that's like 5 year long. So she's just like always like, "Hey, how's it going? What are you up to? Do you want to catch up?" I'm like,
"No, I want to catch
stop
down.
Bothering me.
Let me catch down. Let me sit by myself."
But she's like one of those weird people that as soon as she meets like a new guy that she's like, she thinks she likes, she just latches onto them and like is doing everything with them all day long, every day, just all the time. And I'm like, I literally told her, I'm like, that is so weird and fucking needy. You're too old for that shit. If you're 16, yeah, sure. But you're almost 30, like, get a life.
Hold on,
and she was just, I said it to her and she was like, really? That's weird. I'm like, yeah, that's so weird. And you wonder why they freak out and they leave because you're just too needy.
Hold on. Let me try to get two birds with one stone out of here.
That's my friend, though.
I know that's your friend. I understand that that's your friend, but you need a break from her. And you know who could really give her a break? like the break that she needs.
Kit Kat.
Your boy.
Oh no, she's white and she only likes white people.
I'm white on my birth certificate. What's good? Howdy.
Like, you know the Peter Griffin where they have like the card, the skin color card. She'll bring it up like white. That doesn't match up with this.
No, I'll show her my shoulder. I got a white ass shoulder. I got a farmer's tan like a motherfucker.
She texted me last night and she found like another little white boy, but he's like way younger, and I was just like, that is so weird. But anyways, whatever makes you happy.
How young is way younger? Do we have to call the authorities?
No, he's 22.
Okay, just making sure, because I'm.
And she was just so excited about it. I was like, I really don't like speaking to her because, like, how are you excited over a 22-year-old? I like my friends who have a bit of seasoning to them.
I get excited over 22-year-old.
And then when I tell them about her, they're like, "Oh God, you still speak to her? Just like block her." But I feel bad. I feel bad because if I block her, then she doesn't have any other friends.
Well, that's good for you for holding her down.
All her friends are the people that were the year below us because they think she's cool because she's older. You know what I mean?
God.
And then all the people in our year level just think she's just such a fucking annoying person. So no one is friends with her from our year. Or she's friends with all the boys, but none of the girls. That's like who she was at school. She's like, she would never hang out with the girls. She would only hang out with the boys. And then after that, when everyone got their own girlfriends, she had no friends. And I just felt bad for her. I blocked her for a good 6 months. I'm just gonna admit it now. I blocked her for 6 months.
Damn.
And then she was like, I tried hitting you up on Messenger and I couldn't. So I asked someone for your number and they gave it to me, and now she's texting me on WhatsApp.
All right, Amanda, I'm gonna stop you right there before you lose more friendships, because I'm sure she's gonna be like, "Oh my God,
I'm happy to lose that one."
I didn't know Amanda had a podcast." And then she's gonna listen to this and be like, "God damn, you could have told me this in person and shit."
No, she doesn't
she
like
did, though.
podcasts. She told me she doesn't like podcasts.
Oh, fuck her then. No, I'm not gonna. No, don't send her my way. I know you were going to, because you're a good friend.
She's gonna be so racist to you that she's gonna hurt your feelings. So I wouldn't send her your way. I'm a nice friend.
No white woman can hurt my feelings.
Well, yeah, that is true. She doesn't have any lips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I got more lips than her.
She's telling me that she wants to get fillers, which like I'm all for. Like, I'm not hating on her. I'm just saying if you get fillers, because she has literally no lips at all, it'll like fuck up her Cupid's bow, and it'll look like, I don't want to say it.
How you got a Cupid's bow but you can't find love? But I'm gonna leave it at that, because I got people. I got people over. They're little kids and shit, and I know they're gonna come in here like, "Yeah." So this was good. This felt really good. We're gonna do this again next week.
I felt like I said too much.
No, you're good. I fucking sat there and ranted about my feelings. Nobody gives a shit about that. So we got 2 skippable moments on the podcast.
You're my friend. I care about your feelings.
Oh, you're my friend.
I missed breakfast on DoorDash, and I'm like, I have to order lunch.
I thought you were gonna say I missed potting with you, but it's just fucking breakfast on DoorDash.
Oh yes, I missed that as well.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you guys for keeping with us during the rebuild process and all this other stupid bullshit that is completely my fault. Do not hit Amanda. Do not hit Dre. Do not hit Kelly. Do not hit Jalal. No.
Well, even if you want to hit me, I've deactivated my Instagram.
Yeah, Amanda's pussy. Amanda runs from criticism, so don't criticize her, okay?
Now, I ran because I was talking so much shit about my team winning, and then we lost the grand final, and I had a mental breakdown.
And we have that documented and more in these previous podcasts that you can listen to and fill your brain with something useful. Like, why would you fill your brain with science and learning and math? Just listen to this shit. Fill your brain up with that. Also, the Patreon, if you happen to be generous and want to give me another chance, which I won't blame you if you don't, but I have made it 1 tier. It's $3. That's going to go towards rebuilding. I want to get an actual camcorder, but those are, a little bit expensive. And, start to rebuild, get second mics, start to think about like where I want to take certain shows. The Feasty Boys, y'all please go check out the Feasty Boys because I feel like that shit is gonna be big. It's the Feasty
It's on
Boys.
TikTok.
Yes, it's on TikTok. The Feasty Boys with a Z, and
The edits are quite good.
Yes, Jalal is a god with the edits. I'm gonna be frank. I give Jalal completely free reign. Like he can make me look as stupid, as gay, as whatever as he needs me to do to get to the top. I don't give a fuck. Okay, he's the
latest one was just not homophobic.
No, do not start.
Was just full of just gay innuendo, and I loved it.
Yeah, Jalal is Arab and I'm Arab, and when you put two Arabs together, they have like a slight gayness that they kind of give to each other. But
Not
I mean,
Kith.
Oh, Kith, head ass. All right. But y'all check us out there. Twitter, Instagram, SMG Sound Network. We reply. I want to get to know not my fans, Jesus Christ. I am so...
Listeners.
Yeah, I don't have any fans at all. I'm not even a fan of myself.
Oh, I'm your fan.
Damn, that makes one of us.
I'm still your Patreon.
I don't know why you're paying me. I'm
too lazy to cancel it.
I will use the Patreon money to improve the podcast, except for Amanda's. I'm putting together a hookers and blow fund that comes from Amanda's $5. No, that's for me. You're not getting any hookers or blow. Yeah, because I told you.
Like for when I eventually come to America and we go party, and then
I mean, if you happen to be here and I haven't cashed them in yet, we could cash them in together.
We'll go road tripping in my white van.
No. We're not bringing that up.
Free hip hop on the side.
No, we're not bringing... This should have been what we started with. We're not telling the story now.
Pull up
it's too
to your
late.
house. Beep, beep. Get in.
If y'all...
We're going shopping.
If y'all are curious about the hip hop van story, y'all will have to tune in next time. Until then, I'm Joseph. That's Amanda. We thank you for being loyal and staying true to us, and we will see you next week for real. For real this time.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.